Welcome.
Bed. Love.
Bed.
Bed.
Love.
Beyond.
Beyond.
Bed. Love. Beyond. Bed. Love. Beyond.
Welcome, listeners. Welcome to Bed Love Beyond, episode 23. This is the podcast for the hopeful and the hater in us to discuss sex, love, and whatever's clever with like-minded people like you who are also in limbo with love.
Like us.
Yes, I am one of your hosts, Martini, and the other is...
Still Jen. That's my new name.
Yes, still Jen. And...
All day, every day.
All day, every day. And thank you for listening to us on Podbean, iTunes, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and...
Google Play.
Google Play Music. Yes, we are on there. And also, please rate us and review us on iTunes because we want to know how we're doing. Please give us 5 stars. That'd be awesome. But also, just give us some feedback. Give us some feedback on all the things that I mentioned because they all have like comment sections and stuff like that because we want to know how we're doing. All right. So this episode 23 is called Is Chivalry Dead?
I don't know. I can't say it. I can't. I've been practicing all day.
All right. That is true.
You're like, why can't you say it? And I was like, chivalry. I don't like it. I don't like it.
And back to talk about this discussion is my brother, Randy. What's going on, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
Welcome back, Randy. Anything new popping off? No daily dish?
I don't think so.
Thinking real hard.
Yeah, if I'm thinking real hard, then that means there's nothing going on. Yeah, this is one of the topics that he kind of wanted to talk about. I don't know if he had any like expertise on it, but he's like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Whoa! You trying to say he's not a gentleman?
No,
that has nothing to do with that. I was just like, all right, just because I asked him what he wanted to do.
I enjoyed the first episode so much. I'm like, yo, I just want to come back and invite me sometime.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about this.
Before we get into chivalry, did I say that right?
There it is.
Thank you. I just want to make a comment on the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's gonna be a lot of babies being made.
You think so?
I don't know. Like, it rains like every single day. Like, I feel like we're in Seattle, and I like the rain, but like,
right.
Like I've been on my like independent woman shit. Like, I don't need nobody. But the rain, man.
Right.
I'm just saying. It makes the queen size bed feel quite empty. I'm like, damn. Look at all this room. I'm like, look at all this room. I don't know. It's just the rain. We need some fucking sun. I need vitamin D quick.
Nah, I'm sure we'll get some sun soon.
It was like sun for like 5 minutes today, and then I was like, no sun.
Yeah, it was like, nah.
No sun for you.
Yeah, exactly, right? And we're like, nah, we're not doing that.
But yeah, 9 months from now, 10 months from now, whatever, there's going to be babies. Pop, 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 pop.
So please write us in. Tell us what the name of your kid is. We want to know. But yeah.
April showers bring me flowers. May showers bring babies.
Yeah, that's a new thing, right? Exactly.
So chivalry.
It is. Yeah, 2 for 2. Look at you. It is. Yeah. So chivalry.
What is it?
Oh, I'm glad that you asked because I have the definition right here. Because there's a lot of definitions that people like say, but this is the best one that I've really found out. And it pretty much is the combination of qualities expected from an ideal knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak.
And that's knight with a K, not knight like tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Because this word goes all the way back to like medieval times and stuff like that.
Times.
So I don't know how it came here to like, get remixed for like dating etiquette and stuff, but that's pretty much what it is.
Like the knights like throw down cloaks to let the ladies walk over the puddles?
No, I think that was like the 60s. Well, 50s and 60s and stuff.
Yeah,
Cloaks.
50s,
Cloaks.
60s.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think they did that. Well, they might have. You could be right,
No,
but
I think that was more back like the Humphrey Bogart type days.
Yeah.
Humphrey Bogart.
I wouldn't do that shit.
you wouldn't mess up your coat?
I mean, I believe in chivalry, but that's a bit too much.
Right.
That's an expensive coat.
I wouldn't walk on nobody's coat.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't let nobody walk on my coat.
Right.
Done deal.
Done deal. But yeah, so yeah, back in like the 50s and 60s, like chivalry was a big thing. It's just like because women were like in the house and weren't expected to be the breadwinners and stuff. So like, all right, since we're out in the field and all that stuff, we're gonna do for you. So like, yeah, we're gonna pay and whatever, and yeah, put the coat down, open the doors, all that stuff, because that's supposed to be, I guess, compensation for staying inside the kitchen or whatever, or something like that.
No,
Wait, what?
I just think I hate to say this because, like I said, I don't want to go off topic anyway. But there's
No, yeah.
I guess there's roles in a sense, and like
Mhm.
men are provider protectors.
Yes.
So I think that's part of the whole chivalry thing. Like back in the day when a guy or a man used to I guess court,
Hmm?
they want to call it, he would give his what's it called, his dowry
Mm-hmm.
or something. You remember that? Do
I
you know
have
about that?
3 goats
Not
for your
dowry.
daughter.
Like what do you mean? Go, no, like explain
No,
it.
I'm saying because like I'm not sure if they're related, but like okay, for now, like chivalry for me, like when I go out, and I don't think it's being chivalrous. I just think it's what is common. You're supposed to do, like opening doors,
Right.
the meals, paying, like just regular stuff that men's supposed to do.
Well, there it is. Supposed to do that is chivalrous because it's already embedded in your head that you're supposed to do it. You don't have to do it. Because you're thinking that it's courteous, but it's
exactly
probably it could be chivalrous. Because you just think it's courteous, like, oh yeah, blah blah. But would that woman open up the door for you? That's the thing.
But
You
then
know,
It's for a night. Ladies can't be knights.
No, it's just me being courteous.
Mm.
I open the door. Do you ever watch Bronx Tale?
Yes, and I
The
know you're
Mario
talking about-
test?
Yeah, the Mario test. Yeah,
Well, not the Mario test. I mean, it's
you've seen it before, right?
No.
what?
All right, so in Bronx Tale, go ahead. You can explain it.
All right. So in the Bronx Tale,
I've seen the clip, but go ahead.
Okay.
For everybody who
so
hasn't seen
he's
it.
telling Kalojiro what would make a good woman. Like, what are the qualifications for a good woman?
Mm.
And he goes, when you pick her up, you get out of the car, you go on the other side of the door, you open her door, and let her in, close her door, and if she doesn't reach over and open up your door lock, dump her. He's like, dump her? He's like, dump her right there. And he's like, if she does that, he goes, she's one of the great ones, and you're only allotted so many great ones in your life. Point of the story. And then she does it. He's like, I had one of the great ones. But
what do you think the significance of that is?
I open doors.
Her opening his side of the door.
Because it's supposed to be like a team effort. Like, you open my door, thank you. Now I'm going to open your door. Now, I mean, thank God, now cars, you don't even need the freaking remote control to open the door. You just go up to the door, and as long as the remote's in your pocket, it'll open.
Mm.
So, I mean, but I still open the door.
Mm.
Even with electric locks. Because Bronx Tale said I had to.
So that's why you do it. You don't do it because that's you, or you do it because Bronx.
No, I do it. I do it because I understand the the meaning behind it, and that's just the kind of person who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, it wasn't something I was taught. My mom wasn't like open doors for people, because growing up, I can't tell you how many people actually opened doors for me. Probably not very many. Like, I'd like call my boyfriends, like, I'm downstairs. He'd be like, all right, it's open. I'm like, okay. But I saw that, and like, that's the type of woman who I am. So if I had to like learn some manners from a movie, then so be it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it gets to a point like where all that stuff stops. Like, I was in my last relationship was 2 years. I was opening the door for him all the time. Sometimes I wouldn't even fucking acknowledge that he was in the car. I was like, motherfucker. But there was times where I was like, oh, let me get the door for you. Your hands are full. I don't know.
Right.
This isn't about me. This is about men being chivalrous.
Oh, but you will see in due time that it could be about women too.
I don't know. My son, like I went to see my son a couple of weeks ago, and he was with his girl, and we were leaving the restaurant. We all had to go bags, picked his up and left hers. I'm like, dude, go get hers. He's saying, I told you. Like, she barked on him, and we were walking out on the sidewalk.
Wait. Why'd you shake your head? Why'd you shake your head?
Because she was like, I told you.
Nah, cause she's a Southern girl, so
right.
And her father, so she knows. Not to say she knows, but
yeah.
Something to expect. And then so we're walking out, and then he's walking on the inside, like he should be. Like she's walking on the side of the street. I'm like, your door, you should be on that side of the street.
Right.
And then we got to the car. I'm like, yo, dude, did you even open her door? So then we started making a joke about it. And she's talking to me, she's like, Mr. Gino, he doesn't do any of that stuff. He doesn't open the door. He only does it when my friends are around because he's flexing. She's country. And like he's really not chivalrous. Mm. But he's a great kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. But He's not none of that. He doesn't open the doors. He doesn't carry the bags, unlock her doors and stuff like that. And she's used to that, her being from the country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, no one taught me that because I was raised by a single mother. But no one taught me how to do it. It's just something I guess I just sort of picked up. So I do those kind of things,
My question to you, sorry, I don't know if I interrupted you or not, but now, did you ever have a serious conversation with your son?
No, I didn't.
About
well, no,
that? I know you joked about it,
mm-hmm.
but I mean, it doesn't have to be like a long, in-depth conversation.
We never had long, in-depth conversation. But I've always said, like if it's me, him, and his mother, I'm like, well, open the door for your mother, and things like that. Your mother has bags. Go help your mother get the bags, things like that. But I've never said, well, when you go on dates, this is what you're supposed to do. I've given a little, like my younger one, he drives now. I'm like, yo, don't you dare drive to your girl's house and beep the horn and expect her to come out. Like, you know, like if I had a daughter and somebody came to my house, her boyfriend came out and beeped the horn and didn't come, I wouldn't let her go out. He could sit out there all night and beep the horn. He's not going out. Like, yo, come to the door, come get my daughter, come greet me, and then walk out. I think that's respect and chivalry and wrapped in one. But as far as the opening the doors and stuff like that, I never really had like serious conversation. I just told them they should do it like in passing, like, yo, open the door. But I never really like had the game plan. This is what you do when you're going on a date type thing. But
I think that, like, I mean, I guess like the next time you have some like dad-son time, like, because me and my friend had this conversation, kind of like, and we had the conversation because now she has a son, but like the people who we dated growing up, like their deficits, we kind of blame their mom. Like, we're kind of just like, he's like this because you have allowed him to be like this. And I'm not saying that you guys are bad guys or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, some things are taught. So, but then, like, I think about, like, my brother. And, like, I don't know if my mom and dad taught him things. But, like, my brother, like, vacation brother, he's, like, a whole different person. We go down to Florida. He's like, good morning, how are you? I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to? He's like, Jen, you have to be nice to people. I'm like, who are you? He'll carry bags. He'll hold doors. He'll help girls. I'm like, I don't even know you. You know, like, but I think sometimes it's something you learn and sometimes it's something you're taught. But, like, maybe it's just something you can be like, look, I know y'all think it's corny, but, like, a little bit of niceness goes a long way. Like, my mom always says, like, you catch more flies with honey than you do with shit.
yeah.
So, and sometimes you have to, like, kind of break it down like that.
I guess for me it was a learned behavior. I wasn't taught that.
Right.
I don't know too many guys who, I don't know. Did my father teach you that?
No.
Yeah. So nobody taught me. I don't know where I picked it up from. I didn't read a how-to book.
Sometimes it's like grandparents or uncles or stuff like that, you know. Like, my family is like a very like matriarch type family. Like, the women are like the rulers, the men just do their thing. So.
That's opposite. And we're Caribbean. Men rule the world. Wow. So being like, especially, I can imagine a Haitian man. I can't see a Haitian man being chivalrous. Like, they come home to plates of food. Like, the world is giving them.
Martini's shaking his head.
I don't see them like. I've never met a chivalrous man from the islands.
Really? This is getting interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just that's a culture thing. I don't like.
I have.
Like, born and raised in the islands.
Oh no, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
raised in the islands.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know.
I think the closest that you can get to that is them paying the bills and all that stuff.
That to them is chivalry.
Yeah,
I'm paying the bills.
Paying the bills, and you anything monetary, I'm good. I got that. But everything else, like the laundry and the food, that's you. But paying you don't have to worry about
I'll provide
any payments, nothing.
My form of chivalry is to provide and protect and take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see them opening doors and.
Right.
Really?
I don't see him opening the door. I don't see him doing so. I don't see him just sending roses just because.
Right.
That's kind of. I'm thinking about.
Now, do you think that stuff makes you chivalrous?
Well, no, sending roses and stuff. That's just being a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's chivalry in a different form.
It's a mix because because sometimes, and like we'll get into it later, but like sometimes, like it's specifically like the roses and stuff. Let's say, I guess, like to your mom, whatever. It's nice, but at the same time too, it's like, yo, if I don't do it, I know I'm gonna hit something.
You gonna do what?
If I don't do it, if I don't give the roses or whatever, I'm gonna hear something.
Oh, I think you said hit something.
No. I'm gonna hear something. You know.
What do you mean? Because what? She'll get used to it. You're saying?
No. She'd be like, "Where the roses at?"
Oh, okay.
You know, or whatever, or like, how come I'm not being acknowledged, or something like that.
I honestly cannot remember my dad ever buying my mom roses. Probably because my mom. Well, sometimes I guess like back in the day, like he would, but not like come home with them. But my dad worked 2 jobs, so like my dad like went to work, came home, my mom cooked dinner, took care of us, fed him. He went to sleep, and then he went back to work until my mom started her own business, you know. And then my dad finally like one day was like, "Well, you balling out of control, so I'm just gonna work for you." And then it's like, I'm not gonna go take her. Like they were making money together because they were both running the business, but you know there was no time for roses at that point. And I don't think my mom's kind of like me in that respect. Like, I mean, I bought my mom flowers for Mother's Day. I bought her an orchid and a Venus flytrap. She loved the Venus flytrap. That orchid's probably dead already. Like she's kind of like me in that respect. Like, yeah, flowers, they're nice, they're pretty, but whatever.
But I think to connect what you're talking about to what we were talking about, I guess she wasn't mad that he wasn't doing that stuff because he was doing his part in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you the story. My dad doesn't really do, like, he does, like, I don't know what he does for her, like, behind the scenes. I mean, obviously he helps her. My mom and dad have, like, this, like, best friend relationship. My mom's like, oh, he's, like, my best friend. They go everywhere together, you know, and my mom trusts him. Like, they go to concerts, and they, like, kind of, like, running this, like, old people concert crew, and, like, people, like, it's a bunch of, like, people, and they all go to the same concert circuits. Like, they follow these couple groups, like, all this folk music shit. And, like, all the women are like, oh, my God, Frank. They love my dad. My mom's like, look at this fucker, you know? But, like, my dad one Christmas, like, my mom used to always tell this story about when she was a little girl, and my grandma gave her a Mickey Mouse watch. And she was playing on the playground with the Mickey Mouse watch, and the lunch aide came up to her and was like, Valerie, you know, you're playing on the playground. I don't want you to fall and break your watch. Let me hold it for you. My mom was like a little girl, so she was like, okay. And then at the end of the day, she went up and she was like, at the end of playtime, whatever, she went up and she's like, can I have my watch back? And the lady was like, you didn't give me a watch.
That's fine.
And my mom was like heartbroken. And she like went to my grandma, and if I know my grandma probably went up in there and raised holy hell and was like, F this. But at the time, my grandma was like, you know, raising 2 kids, so there's only so much fighting she could do, you know, and they weren't very, like, well off at the time. So, like, it was just like, sorry, kid, your watch is gone. And my mom, like, held on to this with her into, like, her adulthood. Like, we only heard about it, like, we heard about it a lot, but, like, I would say maybe, like, in the past, like, 8 years. So then I think it was, like, 2 or 3 Christmases ago, we're, like, opening gifts, and my dad gave my mom her gift, and it was the same Mickey Mouse watch. And my mom,
wow, the same one?
Not the same one.
Oh,
like,
okay.
The same, like, style.
Right.
Because, like, my mom.
I thought he found, like,
no,
the design.
He went down and found that bitch and beat her ass. No.
No. I mean, not literally the same one. I mean, like, the same design.
It was
like,
the same design.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because my mom was like, oh, like, it had the leather band and it had Mickey Mouse on it. And my dad found, like, the same design, and he got it for her, and she wrapped it up. And my mom was, like, so, like, my mom doesn't get emotional about anything unless somebody's, like, dead or if a dog gets hurt. But, like, my mom was, like, so, like, choked up. And I was like, oh, that's, like, the nicest thing ever. Like, he was thoughtful, and he cared about,
that's
like,
super thoughtful. Like,
what she had going on and what she wanted. That, to me, is
chivalrous.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, so I got a question for you. So if you're on a date, would you notice a man that isn't chivalrous?
This is the thing.
Would it bother you?
It makes me nervous when they are. Because I don't know what to do. But that's just me. Like, Martini, like, if you've listened to the previous episodes, like, Martini would walk with me in the mall, and he's like, let me carry your bags. And I'm like, I got it. He's like, yo, chill the fuck out. Like, I can carry your bags. It's okay. You know, like, I'm very, like, I don't want people doing things for me. But if dude is, like, walking through door, like, this is the thing. I get, like, weird when people open doors for me. Like, I don't know how to act because I'm not used to it.
Thank you is the best way.
That's what I say. I do say thank you.
Yeah, right.
I do. He's like, just stop.
Thank you is the best one.
I do say thank you, but, like, I'm always like, thank you. I feel like I'm, like, thank you, bowing and shit. Like I do say thank you, but I have manners, but like if he doesn't do it, then I go home and I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Then you realize he doesn't do it.
Yeah. Then I come home and I call my girls. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker didn't open doors for me. Like he just like was just like flagrant with it, and yeah, I do notice. But like I just don't. Sometimes I don't know how to take it in. Like sometimes guys are like overly like, oh, here's the door, go on. I'm like,
well, but like I don't pull out seats.
No, that's creepy.
I don't do that.
I
think that's kind of like I've never done that before. Like I don't pull out seats.
I think I probably did that maybe once or twice in my previous relationship.
Yeah, I feel comfortable. Like,
but I know I didn't do it consistently. I know that because it was like
to me that seems like you're trying too much. Like let me pull out your sheet.
Yeah. Just like sit down.
The walking on the other side thing, like I've noticed that.
Yeah,
like I do notice it.
Like I really don't know. This is just learned because, like I said, I don't know where I got it from, but there's just certain things I know I always do. Opening doors, like even like when we drive, like when we get in the car, open her door first. I walk around, go to my car, open the door for her, carry her bags. What else is the other one? The walk on the side of the street. Mm-hmm. I don't know. No one taught me that. It was just something I guess I just learned. I don't know.
I think like as when you grow up, like because I heard that stuff from like guys growing up, like mostly Spanish guys, to be honest with you. Like the guy was like, yo, get on the inside of the street. I was like, what the fuck does it matter where I'm walking? He's like, I'm not selling you. I'm like, well, no shit, you're not selling me. And he's like, that's what that means. If a guy lets you walk out into the outside of the street, that he's selling you.
Really?
And I was like,
I didn't know that's what it meant.
Yeah, I just don't want you to get hit by the car.
I'll
somebody
die
let me
first.
get hit first.
Right.
Yeah.
Like who was it? Bridget came on the show and was talking about how the guy like walked in the snow for her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, get the fuck out the snow. You're an idiot.
What do you mean walk the snow for her?
Well, no. Okay. So like it was the winter, and they pile up the thing, and with her and her last boyfriend, she would always like trail behind him because she was because she was on the episode of being emotionally abused. So like that was like a big thing. So like with this new person that she was dating at the time, they got to like this like like snow dune or whatever, and like she just stopped, and then because she was expecting him to go, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh well, this is what I do. I just stop and whatever." He's like, "What the fuck?"
What was going down?
No, but like he did like the right thing and like protected her or whatever. She was like, "Whoa, this is different." She didn't think it was weird. She was just like, "Whoa, this like never happens." Like chivalrous
by walking in the snow.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they get in a straight line? He gets behind her.
I don't know how it was positioned. That's but like he did a very nice thing.
Vortex boots. I mean, because that's a little crazy.
He did a nice thing. That's what I'm saying. But she was just like, "Whoa, like this is completely different for me." So.
But I think chivalry now I think as you get older, well, I know the young kids. I don't think they have any idea what chivalry is.
No, I think there's some though. I mean, might be. I mean, I don't know.
I'm generalizing,
but
for the most part, like you do anything for a female where you sort of where you let her know how you feel about her, then you're being thirsty, or the dude sweat me, or you can't say anything.
Okay, okay. I was about to stop you. I thought you said something else, and you were going like a different angle. But yeah.
You can't because these kids now it seems like these kids are being conditioned to not show any affection or being chivalry, whatever. So doing that, you come across as yo, dude is gay, which is corny to me. Like
right.
From a guy, it's like yo, dude, that's mad gay. Or from a girl,
so like,
yo, why is he so thirsty?
Exactly,
he keeps texting me.
He's checking to see how I'm doing.
He's showing me affection. What the fuck is that
so
about?
I think that curbs a lot of individuals from showing being chivalrous or doing anything. That shows this is me caring about you. You can't do that anymore because me caring about you, it means I'm soft, I'm thirsty, or I'm gay, which is whack. But now opening doors, all that stuff is just second nature. Like last night I was out with two female friends, and I opened the girl I was with. We should date. We were just hanging out, and I opened her door. I always did it, and I opened her friend's door, and the friend was like thrown, like she was floored by that. I'm like, all right, just get in the car.
And just get in the car.
Yeah, but she was floored by that. I'm like, all right. And then you think like, damn, what kind of dudes you date? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. But I don't like anybody for not doing it because that's them. Like, I don't want to act like I'm better than thou. But
okay, so as guys, let me ask you this: how far does your chivalry
or chivalrous acts
go before you want some kind of like not
compensation,
but like let's just say you're doing for these females. Like, is it just something that you're doing because you're being nice, or is it something that you're doing because you're supposed to do it and you're gonna do it with whoever, no matter what?
Oh, me?
They both point at each other.
I mean, I do it. That's because that's what I do. I don't do it expecting to get something behind it. Like, it just.
Let's just say you opening doors for this female and paying for her dinner and walking on the right side of the street, the proper side of the street, and I don't know, whatever.
Well, I don't think paying for
holding her umbrella in the rain, and she just has like this stuck up stank attitude.
Well,
that she's not being appreciative of it?
Right.
Is that what you mean? Okay.
Right. Like she's just
then would I stop you saying if
yeah,
I saw
like
she wasn't appreciative of it?
Right.
I altogether be a rap.
Right.
Like, she can't appreciate that. Like, wow, what kind of, like, I wouldn't even attempt. I wouldn't even go out with her again, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Like, all right, yeah, she's a different kind of person. Yeah. I mean, she's tapped me down, told me she was uncomfortable like you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, it's what I do. But she just was like, what the hell you doing? I'm like, all right, she had a little funky attitude. She like, all right, you could go.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying how long does your chivalrous acts last before you stop? Did you think this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, how long?
They don't stop though.
Right, but you say that, but like, do you think that once you were married and comfortable, you're still gonna be open?
I'll tell you right now. The one thing that will probably stop, or the only thing that will probably stop for me, is opening the door.
The car door.
The car door.
Really?
Car door.
All the other doors I'll open. The car door will probably be the first and probably the only thing that will probably stop.
Nah.
But it will lessen, like, way down. But I'll do it from time to time, but like not all the time, because now I feel like it's an obligation as opposed to me doing it because I love you and stuff like that. So
why'd you do it why'd you do it to begin with?
What happened?
So why'd you do it to begin with?
Ooh.
No, because you're feeling the person and you're like, because.
So once you get him, you stop?
No, you don't stop. But sometimes you're just like, now she's expecting it.
Yeah, but if it's you though, and you're genuinely doing it just to do it.
Yeah. If I'm genuinely doing it just to do it, because it's like a cyclical thing, you know. Like if like I'm feeling like good, whatever. Like, because I remember I used to be like in my previous relationship, you know, like sometimes I'd just be like in the mall, whatever, and then like I'd be like in the like the CD section and stuff, and just I'm getting a CD, right? And then I see something that my ex would like, and I'm like, yo, man, I feel good, yo, she's making me feel good, whatever. She wasn't even there, whatever. She was like at home. I was like there with my boys. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get that CD for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she made me feel some type of way, and I got it for her. She's like, oh my god, like I wasn't expecting that. Like obviously you weren't, but you know, I gave it to her, and like she was like very thoughtful and stuff. But if it's now like mechanical, like every time we go, oh, there you go, open the door. How generous is it? You know, how chivalrous is it now if it's just expected all the time?
I don't agree with that. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You don't have to agree with it.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, right, yo. But if it's something you do because it's how you are genuinely. So it sounds to me like you were doing it, like you were fronting, like you weren't genuine about it. You only did it to actually impress her. And then once you got her,
I don't know how impressed the opening car door is.
No,
but.
I agree. I see both of your points. Okay, I see both of your points. Like I see what you're saying, Randy. Like if it's something you do, you just do it.
You just do it. Yeah.
And I see what you're saying. Like from a different perspective, though. Like my perspective is that like if he does it all the time, that's fine. Like if that's just who he is. Like going to dinner and like he wants to open my car door. But like if we're in our fucking pajamas and we running down the street to the bagel store to get bagels. Like, get in the fucking car. I'm hungry. Like, you don't gotta open my door. I got hands. But, like, I mean, I think it comes to a point where, like, you're just going out together. Like, especially when you live together. You're just going out together so much that getting in the car is just, like, it doesn't have to be, like, a romantic act. Like,
but opening a door isn't a romantic act. It's opening the door.
But it's chivalrous. That chivalry is romantic.
So you tell me, so you're saying to me at some point in time, chivalry stops?
Let me ask you something. If your girlfriend pissed you
wanes.
off and you guys are going somewhere, are you going to open her door and be like, get the fuck in the car?
You're not going to believe me, but yes. It's like, because you still have, I mean, if it's what you do and who you are, then it is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't, so like, and some people, I'm not coming, but like some people like will do things like, yo, all right, so I'm trying to get in her pants, so I'm going to go above and beyond to impress her.
Right.
And then once I get the drawers, GTD. Remember the Martin episode? It's a Martin reference. But anyway, now I got the drawers, so now I'm scale back a couple of things. And then you have the argument. And it's like, see,
this wasn't who you were when I met
but
you.
but the thing, no, see, but there's a difference. I didn't say I was gonna do it on purpose.
Do it on purpose.
Like
not open the door.
Not open the door on purpose. I just know that like if it's routine, I feel it's mundane. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, oh, I got the drawers. I got the drawers, dog. And then
see.
I'm not gonna be like, all right, shit, I got the drawers. All right, so yo, you getting in the car or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be that.
So
but
much fun to watch.
I just know that it's just that the car door is just gonna be just monotonous and mundane to me. But like opening the door, opening like whatever, like a mall door, that's courteous. That's not gonna be mundane to me. I'm just opening the door for you.
That's
get in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like chivalry is like, let me open the door for you, madame,
right, so
and stuff like that. Like every single time, like that's gonna mundane.
You don't have to make it some sexy.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like going all the way across the freaking thing, opening the door, and then going all the way back. That's gonna get mundane, yo. It's gonna get mundane. You know, like that's what I'm saying.
This is the person you love that you want to be with. I mean, you're gonna be with forever. Like, yo, I mean, that's a small act on a big scale of things. That's
I kind of get. I don't know. I'm in the
It's
middle.
a small act.
I think there's times where it won't happen, but I do agree that like if it's something that you do all the time, you're probably gonna do it all the time. Like I think my ex only did it like a few times, but like I'm pretty sure that
like if we're coming down a torrential rain. I'm unlocking both of our doors and we get in the car. I'm not running around. I open your door and I'm soaked.
Right.
I'm saying, all right.
You said every time, dog.
I'm saying in that situation, it's like, come on, now, like, all right, yo, the doors are unlocked. Let's get in the car.
Yeah.
If we're walking, I'm like, yo, all right. Then it's outside of that. I don't see, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And like, so for example, so what about the walking on the right side of the correct side of the street? Like, does that stop also?
No, that doesn't stop.
Carrying her bags, that doesn't stop anymore?
No.
All right.
What else
Like I said,
what else is on the list? What else should us ladies be expecting and or?
You shouldn't be expecting anything.
No, say the same thing. You don't expect
but that's what I'm saying. Like you shouldn't expect anything, and I think that's.
Do you think that women should have a standard that it should happen? Like they should have some kind of like.
No, because that means that they don't work for it.
Whoa.
I'm not doing anything because you exist.
No, I'm just saying. If you're a young lady who's looking for a man, is that something that you should look for? Despite whatever your...
Sure, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to be an asshole at the end.
If you have a daughter.
Okay.
I'm saying thinking from that point
of
view.
Oh, we're going to do this whole if I have a daughter thing?
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, that's
right.
where you got to look at things.
That doesn't mean that he's not going to be an asshole just because he opened the door for you. So it really doesn't matter if he's doing chivalrous acts or not. That doesn't mean the relationship is going to work.
Are you for chivalry or against chivalry? Or do you not care?
Do you think it's outdated?
I think that that's too narrow to go like either that or that. It just has to be genuine, man. I just don't like the automaticness of it because like okay, if you go out on a date with a brand new chick, whatever, you know, right? All three of us right now, we all expected like, oh yeah, you know, you obviously pay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pay, but just the expectancy of it, that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I have no problem paying for a meal, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, if the freaking bill comes and like, okay, guys, you have a nice day, and then like the person walks away, and then the chick's looking at you like, go ahead. I'm looking at the bill. I'm not moving nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she's like not looking at her wallet or whatever, you know, like.
Wait, on the first date?
What happened?
On the first date?
On any date. I'm not saying I'm not willing to pay. I will pay.
Then?
No, I just don't like the automaticness of it because the expectancy because it doesn't feel real to me now.
My thing
it doesn't feel real to me if you just expect it. If you just expect
for
someone to hold his car door.
I would like to take you to dinner.
Yeah, if we're speaking first dates and you invited her out, you are expected to pay.
I said I wasn't. I will pay. You know, but like
you said, you don't mind paying, but you hate the
expectation.
Like you shouldn't expect it. But if you invite her out, on a date and you guys you're courting, going through the whole courting process. Got her number, asked her out. I think she should expect you to pay also.
Right. Okay. No, that's fair. But I just don't like the whole like. I don't know. Just.
I don't expect a guy to pay all the time. Like once we're dating, and like even like once things like move forward, like when I lived with like my ex, like, and you know, I had a conversation with my friend today at lunch, and she brought up a really good point that we've spoken about before. Like as far as like when things like move progressively forward, like let's say like one person makes more than the other person, you know, like in splitting bills, like you would just say, okay, like I'm gonna put 20% of my income towards the household, and you put 20% of your income towards the household. So even if I made like 100,000 and you only made 50,000, you're only putting 20% of your income, and I'm putting 20% of mine. So we're putting in the same amount of what we can afford, but obviously it's different amounts because one person makes more than the other. That makes sense to me moving forward in life. But like when me and my ex used to go out, like sometimes he'd be like, I got it tonight. Sometimes I'd be like, I got it tonight. But 9 times out of 10, when we were splitting bills together, like all that paying for each other's shit, like kind of like it was depending on what the occasion was, you know, like we would just be like throw both our cards in because we're both broke, because we're both paying for lights, electric, dog food, and everything else. So I don't know, but like when you're dating, I think there are times where the woman should be like, yo, I got it. Like you've done a lot, and I appreciate that. I've got it. I don't think a woman should just constantly take. Because, like, I don't know. That almost makes you seem like you need this person. I don't know. But that's my, like, independent, flag-waving, you know, Beyonce listening ass.
Right.
But I don't know. But, like, that's just also how I was raised. Like, I was raised by women who run the house. So, as much as we cook dinner for holidays and throw parties and are the host and everything else, we also pay the fucking bills. So, that's where I come from. And that's all I know. Like, my grandfather had a great job, but my grandma was one of the top fucking real estate agents in New Jersey. And she hustled like nobody's business. Drove around with a car with fucking navigation and rims before it was even possible. Like, she was just rolling with freaking chrome rims, spinning. 75 years old, balling out of control for no reason. And she just was a boss. And that's where they just right down the line.
Right. So,
I mean, my grandfather was never like, I have to pay. He's like, Rosie, you got it? And she's like, shut up, Leo. And that's how that story went.
I don't see, I don't want to count paying, because paying for meals is, like when you're dating somebody or in the process of the whole courting thing, I guess the man is expected to pay, which is not. It's not. I don't think it's a good way of thinking, especially if it's the woman. Like the first date, yeah. Second date possibly, but after a while it comes to a point where you do have to go in your wallet. I do agree with that. But the back to the whole opening door and being chivalry, I think being chivalrous. I think if that's you, that's you. I don't think you should stop, because it seems like if and when you do stop, it's like, were you doing it to impress me, to get some, or to get me, and then after you got me, you gonna fall back, and that's when, like I said, that's when that whole discussion comes in. Well, when I first met you, you did this and you did that. You don't do that anymore. So
do you think it's the man who always has to be chivalrous? God damn this word.
Chivalrous.
Chivalrous. Thank you. Can if I put my hand up, just say the derivative of the word. Like, do you think it's always the man? Because, like, I wonder how, like, gay couples work, you know?
I don't know. I can't speak for gay people.
I'm not saying to speak for them. I'm just saying, like,
but by definition, it's a man thing, right? It's a...
The Knights did it. But I've always wondered that, like, what is the equivalent,
what's considered
like, chivalrous for women? And I couldn't find anything.
But maybe... this was like the age-old argument in my relationship, like when I would say things like, you don't do X, Y, and Z, and he's like, well, if that's the case, if you want to start taking on gender roles, my fucking laundry needs to be done, and I should have dinner when I get home. And I was like, the fuck is you talking to like that?
Told you.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, I would have done it if there was, like, equality in the relationship. Like, if he was doing those things, if he was doing his, like, duties.
His specific gender role things.
Right, like, if you want to talk about gender roles, then you should be paying all the fucking bills in this house. I shouldn't be paying more of the bills in this house. You should be paying all of them. Then I'll fucking cook your laundry, wash your
don't
laundry.
do that.
I'll cook his laundry. I'll do your laundry. I'll fold your fucking clothes. I'll dust your nightstand. I'll pick up your dirty, nasty tissues. I'll do whatever it is you want. But do your part. But like, if you're just going to work and coming home and being crabby, I don't want to do shit for you. So, and like, you're not even, then like, okay, so maybe then he stopped opening doors and he stopped paying for dinner and he stopped like doing nice things. Like, sometimes just those nice gestures, I don't know if they're considered fucking chivalrous. I can't say it. My tongue don't do them. I don't know if it's considered that or if it's just like considered like, you know, what it is. Like, I like things like, if I tell you something, like, let's say I tell you like, oh my God, like, I love Mary Jane's, the candy. Calm down. Like, and then like 5 weeks later, you're like, oh, I got you something. I got you Mary Jane's.
That's considerate. That's thoughtful.
Like, that's like thoughtful.
That's thoughtful.
Like, right, thoughtful shit. Like, that stuff to me is like, oh my God. One, you were listening. You were fucking paying attention. Yeah. I was probably just rambling out my ass like I always do. Yeah. And you paid attention and you listened.
Yeah.
You
but then you would be, well, not tempted. Tempted is the wrong word. But you'd want to do something for him, not because you have to now.
No, but
because it was thoughtful, so you want to return the favor. That's what I'm talking about. You guys making me seem like I'm a freaking villain.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, but I think thoughtfulness is different than chivalry.
What I think with chivalry is you don't do what you do with expecting to get something in return.
Right.
I think that's the
you
whole
do
part
it
of
because
being
you're a
chivalry
man, according to these articles, because you're a knight.
Yeah, but well, back to chivalry dying, whatever it is. I think what it is now, because she kind of said something about it. But with women making the money they make now and being so independent, some don't want that shit. It's like
that is literally the first article.
You know
it's talking about that.
Yeah, so some really don't want that shit. Like, I could do this on my own. I'm like, all right, whatever. Open your own fucking door. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Oh my God. that is like literally it, because it's like because it was talking about like how, you know, there's a growing feminist movement, and that doesn't mean like being a feminist means that you're against men, but there's this new type of characteristic associated with this feminist movement saying I can do anything and I do not need a man's help. You know, that some have adopted, and all feminist stuff is just, you know, women want respect, and of course they should get it. But then it says this feminist idea that women do not need men for anything has influenced a trend in our society. When a man gives up a seat in a crowded room for a woman, most women would probably refuse it so they do not look weak. So when a man is put down one by one, he eventually becomes immune to the chivalry that was once burning inside him. So it's like, it's just like, oh, okay, you don't want me to freaking open your door because you're making $100K? All right, bitch.
Yeah,
like, whatever.
You're just independent, whatever. Go ahead, open your own door.
Yeah.
Carry your own bags. Like, I mean, I hear that. Like, it's like that, man. Like, I know, I don't want to call it a fad or whatever, but it's a growing fad. I see a lot more women that make great money who don't have men. I don't know if they don't want men, but they don't have men, and they're very independent, and that's attitude. You know what I'm saying? They have these little girl groups. They travel all over the place. They're all single. They have their waiting to excel moments. Saying they sip wine,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, they're not into like they claim independent, but come on, man. A man needs a woman needs a man. I think it's just natural. So now that independent, I'm opening your door, sweetheart. I'm not trying to, dominate you. I'm opening your door. Yeah. I'm carrying your bag. Like, it's not me trying to dominate. It's not me trying to. It's not. We're still walking side by side. I'm just opening your door. Calm down.
Right. No.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but like I've seen this feminist movement, and I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come across as angry women.
Yeah. No, there is a small pocket of women there that have taken it a bit far. Yeah.
And then you meet
give it a bad name.
You meet the feminists that they're more about girl power. They're but they also they don't mind a man that's chivalrous or chivalrous man. Don't mind a door being open for them.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. Chivalry is I hope it comes back. It hasn't left me.
Right.
Yeah. So
I don't know if you have this or not, but I was just finding this article because I looked up chivalry.
Chivalry.
Jesus Christmas. I just can't say it. I never could. Maybe that's why I never said like you're not blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I can't even bitch about it because it's like that. But like my teeth don't let me do it. So there's a list here. I'm just gonna quickly read them. Because I do research like on the show, not before the show. And it says here are some things that a gentleman always should adhere to, and it says hop to them, and it basically gives the whole paragraph about like how, like if a woman walks into the room, or your woman walks into the room, as long as you're not in your own home, like if you're at a restaurant and let's say you're a guy and you're waiting at the restaurant, and your woman walks in the room, you should stand up. And it just says like maybe you shouldn't stand up if you're on the subway unless the woman is pregnant or something. You like should keep your own seat, but you should act like a gentleman. And stand up for men too, for introductions, greetings, taking leavings. This comes natural. So basically, you're just saying when a woman enters the room, if she comes to your table or something, you should stand up to greet her. Walk on the side of the street, which we talked about. Shake hands. I always like, because I have like a lot of guy friends, and if I like either bring someone around who I'm dating or just guy friends in general, I do find it interesting how they interact. Like some guys will go up and be like, yo, what's up? Like, I'm so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And they'll shake hands. Other people just like give each other the head nod. And I'm like, put your dicks away. Stop.
Nah, that's just a guy thing. We'll have to do that. The soul brother
right, but if,
every time.
like if, okay, so if you come in here, you meet my roommate. I don't know if you shook his hand or not.
I shook his hand.
Okay, so you shook his hand, right? So, like, other people would just be like, oh, what's up? And that's kind of like, if my father came here right now, would you shake his hand? Or you shook my father's hand?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so just, I mean, for two reasons. One, he's an elder. I got to respect him. And two, I'm in his daughter's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't fret. I'm not the scary black guy.
It says, give your hand to a woman, palm up, as it's, I guess, like.
Yeah, because she puts hers down.
She puts her
down. Yeah,
exactly. I don't know who does that still.
Yeah, I don't.
No, that's automatic. Like, no. Like, no. If you lend out your hand, a man is always gonna go palm up.
Oh yes,
and a woman's gonna go palm down.
Oh yeah, I need you saying.
Yeah.
Who taught people that?
Nah, well,
that's natural instinct.
Yeah, that's automatic.
What, God put that in us? Or whoever you believe
Sure.
in? I'm not buying that.
No, really?
Never put your hand under a woman's elbow.
Huh?
Modern women do not like to be steered. Oh, word up.
Oh, yeah.
They hate this bastard version of you offering your arm and find it a hindrance that help them in stepping off curbs. I don't know. No one's ever really done that.
Mm-hmm.
What, steer you? Like,
not steer me with their, like, no one's ever tried to move me with my elbow.
You know what? I did that yesterday. Like I said, I was out with these two girls, and to get to get closer to the street, I actually had to steer her to the inside.
Did she appreciate that?
Well, she understood it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now I think about actually really steering, which is probably like, I shouldn't have did that. But
right.
Either that or die. Like,
and then
either that or die.
It says offer your arm. I guess like will you put your arm out and they can hold onto your arm. That's
nah,
nice.
I've never done that.
Ah, that's
only
sweet.
in a wedding.
Right.
Yeah, I've never.
What
done
you guys
that.
going to cotillions?
Nah, Haitian weddings. You remember be a wedding party like 24 brides and whatever, bridesmaids, groomsmen.
It says your hands are important in dancing. Your left or leading hand should hold her slightly and naturally comfort position. Make bad manners as well as bad dancers. I don't know. I'm too short to dance with anybody. Hands in repose belong in your lap at the dinner table, at your sides when walking or standing, and it's all right to put your hands in your pockets or fold your arms or clasp them behind your back sometimes, but watch out for unconscious mannerisms. I have my arms folded all the time. It's not personal.
What is it? What are you reading from? What is this?
It's called cribsification.
No, but I think he means like, what's the subject matter? Like, what's this list about?
Chivalry in 2016.
What is the word? What is it? What is in 2016?
Shut up. Helping hand, I guess, like, like carrying the bag, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Ladies first. Hold all doors for her. All motherfuckers, that's what they said. There's like 16 paragraphs on that. Holding doors? Yeah. Hold chairs for her.
I don't do that.
Oh, the president does it. There's a picture of him doing it. That's weird. Don't. We ain't going to like the diner and you pulling out my diner. No. That's creepy stuff.
No, I'm not doing that. And that, the holding doors, holding all doors. Like for example, when you go to Palace's Mall.
Yeah.
There's the outer door, then there's a vestibule, and another door. Like
I do both.
But you get in front of me, so now I gotta run around you to the front, and you know what I'm saying. So sometimes it's awkward. So like, so if you pull the door open, I hold it open for you. But I think to run around, I'm like, yo, hold up, catch up to her.
Right, and open the inside one. Yeah.
So she's kind of weird. Like I don't know, but I can't. Yeah, if I can't get to the door,
right. Maybe she should hold the second door for you.
Or you.
But that doesn't really happen though. You know what happens? Why? No, this is what happens. You open that first door, right? Uh-huh. She goes in.
Yeah.
She opens that second one, and then you grab the door, and then she goes in.
Exactly. Which is, I think, the equivalent to holding the door open, right?
Right.
Sure.
I mean, you guys are a team. It's teamwork.
Yeah. But but that's what happens. Like it's not like she's gonna open the door and you walk in. Nah, you walk in last.
But then like on the flip side, I'm not chasing. I'm not. Let me get in front of you. Open the second. I'm not.
You push her to the side. Move. I got it.
Yeah, I'm like, that's somewhat too much. Right? Like we'll open the second door together.
Do you guys help her in and out of her coat?
I've done it. That's something I won't do all the time. Like I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So like if we're talking about how you won't open the doors forever, the car door, that I'll do that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've done that. Like you know when I do it most of the time, or when I have done it.
It probably depends on a special date. I think.
It was like it's the coat check. You know when you go to coat check and you put a coat first.
Yeah.
I'll help her put a coat on, then something like that, or if I gotta get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
But if she has it on the back of her thing, whatever, she gets it. But like
she's gonna put it on.
That's usually when it's worked. I've done it when we'll go to a coat check.
Yeah.
Or we have to go somewhere else to get the coat, and I'll go get the coats and I'll help her put it on. But it's never like Alexis on the back of her chair now. Like, I mean, so that's one of those. Yeah. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it won't.
Yeah.
This says the man is the beast of the burden, basically like carrying bags and moving things, heavy things. Do that. I don't know about the purse carrying thing. I didn't really read into this, but like the only time I want you to hold my purse for me is if I have to like go into a porta potty and I don't want to bring it. Like otherwise you don't need to carry it. Not because I don't want you seeing what's in there or anything, but like that's like I don't know. I just be like watch my bag. Like usually I'd be like just sit here and watch my bag. I don't want you to have to like carry it around. I had some guys who didn't care and they'd be like, does this bag make me look gay? I'm like, oh, you're weird. Forget it. Which is fine. I mean,
don't get weird on me, bro.
Right. And like, I've also had some guys like who like when you're dating for a while, you're like, yo, just go on my bag and get like my credit card out or something, and like I'm not going through your bag. Why? Because you probably have girly shit in there. Like, no.
Well, yeah, you do.
Not always, but and if I do, so what? That's a whole other conversation, which we will get into in a moment. Remind me. This says the man pays. We've already kind of talked about that. And men's first on the stairs, whether going up or going down, you should be ready to catch her if she makes a misstep.
I don't mind following you up the stairs.
Of course, not, you freaks.
But the what is this you were just talking about? I lost my train of thought. Go back to subjects where she's talking about right before the man pays.
Carrying the bag.
Yeah, carrying the.
Carrying the purse.
I'm not carrying a purse. I can hold your purse for a second because you gotta do something. But I'm not carrying your purse.
No, I wouldn't expect anybody.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Yeah, I'll carry it. You got bags in your hand, but I'm not carrying your purse. That's yours. Like, call it. I'm not a homophobic, but no, I'm not carrying your purse.
Right.
No, thank you. Hold that.
So basically, that gives like a bunch of things, and it says, "Gentlemen, always remember." And if she says, "Please don't get up, don't bother, I can manage. Go ahead, I'll be okay."
Get up
and
anyway.
It says basically to do it anyway. And then it says, if she makes a big deal or seems like she's gonna cause a scene, perhaps your assistance is better served elsewhere.
Yeah, I agree. That's a woman that doesn't appreciate you.
Right. Mm-hmm. I try to be appreciative of it. I think I am appreciative of it. I think I just sometimes like don't know. I'm learning better, but I don't know what to do with it because it's never really been done before.
Right.
Well, not as much as it should have been, I guess.
Right.
So.
But it's a small gesture from a guy,
you guys something.
And then just say thank you.
If you're in a relationship, do you buy tampons, yes or no?
I've done it.
I mean, if I have to, yeah, okay.
Like, do you care?
I don't care.
I mean, I'll feel awkward just because I obviously that's not a regular thing that I do. But if I keep doing it, if I'm in the relationship and I keep doing it, then it's like whatever.
So
like,
we should
all right,
buy
which one do you want?
condoms, but you don't want to buy tampons.
I'll buy my own condoms. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I don't mind buying. What I do hate is when you buy the tampons, you come home, it's like, well, these aren't the ones I wanted. But this is exactly what you just described to me.
Right, but that's a conversation y'all should have.
Nah, just take
No,
a picture of the ones that you want, and then I'll carry my phone and I'll that's the one.
The worst part is being in that aisle and on the phone, like, all right, which ones do you want? Okay, I'm looking at the maxi thin or whatever. All right, that's the one I want.
Wings or no wings?
Yeah, when all that BS. All right, okay, I found it, I got it. Then you bring it back. That's not what I just told you. Yes, that's exactly what you effing told me.
Right.
It's like, but no, I don't mind buying tampons. I'm a man, dude. Like, I don't care.
I know girls that don't like buying their own tampons, so I mean, it's a whole different story.
And as far as the condoms, you have an issue buying condoms?
No, I don't. I'll go to the fucking Target, buy condoms and
Pack of 36.
whatever.
Just for you.
Just for me, yeah.
Here, there you
go. I'll buy condoms.
Pull out coupons. I got
a bunch of
coupons.
other stuff. Like yogurt condoms and shampoo. They'll be like, she's having a great weekend. Like, damn, Skippy. No, I don't have no problem buying them, because at first I was kind of like weirded out about it. Like, I think the first time I had to buy them, but then I was just like, I could be buying condoms or I could be buying diapers. I was like, condoms it is. Let's go.
Yeah, condoms are much cheaper.
So, I mean, I don't know.
No, you think about it. Your condoms are much cheaper. Think about the long run.
Yes, I
mean,
got it.
I was like
it was just funny.
27. I wasn't like trying to make babies anyway, so.
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
but go ahead, Martinez.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna say something. No, there's this article where there's this girl, and she says, as a girl, I'm glad that chivalry is dead.
And
why?
she goes on to say,
And she goes into it. She's like, I'm glad that it's dead. Being chivalrous is an outdated practice, but she believes that being a gentleman, on the other hand, is not outdated. And I think that's what your thing is, because she goes to saying that she says, in my humble opinion, it's drastically unfair that men are required to hold up all the responsibility throughout the dating spectrum. Men have to pay, must always open doors, must always pick the women up and take them home. And whilst I think that's lovely, surely we're beyond that point now. It's great that you're dating someone who cares about you, so realistically, they would, of course, ensure you get home safe and do things for you. But it should be because they want to, not because they feel somewhat obligated to.
Okay.
On this point, with all these women talking about how they want to stop being treated like fragile little girls and gain some empowerment, why don't you take a bit of control? Take your boyfriend, husband, spouse out on a date. Send them flowers. Surprise them with things. It's a two-way street now, ladies. I've taken my partners on dates. I get them little presents. I don't ask for things because he's my boyfriend, not my slave. Of course, he does the same for me, and I appreciate it and love it. But at least I know he's doing it out of love, not necessity or fear of a huge bitch fit if he doesn't deliver.
Where is this?
What, the site?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What's her name?
I don't know what it is. Damn. Are you, oh, that's what you meant. I thought you were like go in and be like, yo, fuck that bitch. Be like, yo, nah, let me get a number. That's what you meant. Nah, that was from like the Huffington Post. And like she gives her own tips about, like, you know, she's like, my tips for dating after the death of chivalry are: 1, it's both of your jobs to keep the romance going. Take turns planning and taking them out for a date. Agree?
True.
Disagree?
I agree.
Number 2, and this is what you said and you agreed. If you invite, you pay. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Which always means the guy, because
No,
girls.
You don't
I have yet to see a girl invite a guy on a date.
Really?
Not a first date, but I've invited guys places.
I mean, you for real? Like,
Yeah.
really?
That's because you got these fucking dinky ass women. Sorry, ladies. Step up your fucking game.
Nah, I've been asked, and yeah, just
Be like, yo,
Let's go somewhere, or, oh, we should go here. Which one? Which one do you hear?
No,
Let's go here, or like, hey, you know
Both.
what? Oh, we should go here. That's not the same.
I've been asked out. Hey, you want to go out? Yeah.
Because I know that girl tactic. We should go here. That means, oh, you want me to go here and pay for you. That's what that
That's
means.
not necessarily what that means.
Okay. Number 3.
You go hating ass bitch today.
Make an effort. Shine your shoes. Wear a pretty dress. It's fun, empowering, and shows that you have, in fact, a solid effort with the date. Number 4, do something different. Dinner and a movie will always be a classic, but be more spontaneous. Number 5.
I personally don't like movies on dates.
Not first dates.
Dates, you can't talk.
Well, I mean, I think it's good for like when you're dating, like when you're like
when
in
it's
the
past,
when you're in the like what's the word? In the bushes.
Okay.
In the trenches. I don't know what word in the trenches I think of. I don't know.
Number 5.
It's one of my tired days.
Number 5. Never expect something just because you're a girl or a guy.
True.
Men do not have sexual entitlement over women, and women do not have the rights to demand money and presents from men. Number 6.
You have to send this to me.
Okay. It's much longer than what I wrote.
I know, yeah.
Number 6. Just be yourself. There's no need to play things up. Honesty is a key part of anything. Tell the truth. And number 7. Hold doors. Hold the chair out. It's sweet. That means the both of you.
Wait, I'm not holding the chair for a dude.
Why not?
Why not?
Get the fuck out. That's weird.
It's equality. That's what it is.
It's a what?
It's equality. That's what it is.
Yo, lower your crazy eyes. I don't know. I mean, I'd open doors for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to pull chairs out for me either.
Okay. Well, that's equally all right.
Yeah, equal. We
there you go.
don't have to do it. I mean, if you do it, thank you. It's nice, but I mean, are we eating on a place with cloth napkins? Is that why you have to do it?
And I don't even know how to pull out a chair. Like, I'd probably make you fall and
right.
comfortable. Like,
and that's the thing. I always gotta adjust it once you're done anyway. So like, you want me to sit 15 fucking feet from the table? Stop. So guys, are you done with that portion or no?
Yeah.
So I was just going through the memes here, and I've just created this game in my head off the cuff. So we're gonna play a little game of true or false, and I'm gonna read you the memes, and I want you to just tell me true or false. And then I'm gonna struggle with these words. Chivalry isn't dead. It's followed by whatever being ladylike went.
I've seen that meme before.
That's not what I asked you. True or false?
True.
Randy?
True.
I don't always beat women.
I know that's not what that says.
No,
Is it strictly true?
no, I'm sorry. This is a funny one. This isn't a true or
Oh,
false
okay.
one. It's a picture of a woman, and it says, this is what a feminist looks like. And it says, demands equality, but expects chivalry.
Yes. True.
Wait, that was the question or a statement?
No, it's a statement.
Oh.
True or false?
So go ahead. What's the statement again? Sorry.
The woman is like a feminist, and it says demands equality, but she expects chivalry.
She wants man's equality, but expects chivalry.
Right.
Do
you think that's true or false with women?
Can I give like true or false? Well, I don't know. That's not all the time. That's
not all the time. But there's like the women who are feminists. There's plenty of them out there.
But not all. I know feminists are.
Yeah, you have your your hyper feminists and your feminists who are talking about
extreme feminists.
True.
Then you have the ones that are just all about women empowerment. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
I've always
pass on that one.
I've always had that thing in my head, like this question, and that's funny that you brought that up, where it's like, how do I word it?
Let's not piss anybody off.
No, if women want equality, should chivalry die? And that's pretty much what we're talking about,
right?
Because that's what that meme is talking about, you know. Because how can you be quote unquote equal if I'm putting you up on this pedestal because you're quote unquote weak, you know?
No, I don't know, man. Go ahead.
Chivalry never died. The gentleman and most men did. Being a male is a matter of birth. Being a man is a matter of age. But being a gentleman is a matter of choice.
True.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Completely agree.
Chivalry isn't dead.
Chivalry.
Just work with me here. I'm going to just point to you and you guys say the word. Chivalry isn't dead. Hoes just keep calling it thirsty.
Yeah, true.
I think chivalry is the chivalry. I can't say it.
Good point.
Okay.
No, you have to learn it before the podcast is done.
I think chivalry is the highest sexist against men.
The highest sexist. That doesn't make sense.
Like, it's sexist against men.
Nah, I disagree.
I see where they're coming from, but yeah, false.
Yeah, I disagree.
Chivalry isn't dead. Guys just got tired of ungrateful bitches.
True.
Damn.
True. That was easy.
Damn.
It's true. If you're not appreciative, why am I gonna keep doing it for you? Why you keep getting as you like to say as in your last episode? Why am I gonna give you a free meal?
Yeah, we need to do a topic on free meals because I use it. People get upset when I talk about it. Free meal is an analogy for different things, but free meal is where it's at, man.
Chivalry. Not all girls like it. Just the ones worth dying for.
That's mad extreme.
Well, that's probably like the old fashioned.
It's a
like
picture.
Thing.
It's a picture of a woman knighting a man.
Oh.
Yeah. What was it again? Oh, the ones worth dying for. I don't know. I mean, it is a bit extreme, but I guess true. Fine, sure.
Yeah, true. I guess.
chivalry is not about how you treat women. It's about how you treat everyone.
True.
That's your motto right there.
I don't know why women want equality with men. We get treated like shit. Watch what happens when you call the cops. What?
Do what?
I don't know. That just went left.
That's a good one to end on, though. Jeez. Wow.
All right. Do you guys think that guys in the winter? Do you think that guys should clean on the snow off of ladies' cars?
Ladies' cars?
Ladies' cars.
Well,
Or they're ladies' cars?
They're ladies' cars.
You know what I think.
We had an incident this winter.
Yeah.
So,
For those of you who think that I'm a jerk because of my answers and stuff, you will see that I'm not with this story. But go ahead, Jen.
So my friend, it snowed bad. The one time it snowed bad this winter, and she was like calling me, asking me if I could like bring over the shovel, and she was like kind of like upset because she had to like shovel out her car. Like they plowed her car completely in. There was like snow up to the top of it.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, where's your man at? She's like, he's in bed. And I was like, well, how about he gets the fucking shovel? And she's like, no, I don't want to bother him. I said, there's like 1 hour of fucking sunlight left. What do you mean you don't want to bother him? Like, he's been there all day. It stopped snowing last night. Like, I don't understand. And she's like, no, he's in a bad mood. So, like, Martini had come over, and I was with my roommate. And we all broke out and got some food. And he was like, what's going on? And I told him. And he's just like, this is bullshit. And, like, I've never really seen Martini get heated. But he was heated. And he's like, yo, this is fucked up. This is fucking bullshit. And I was like, well, let's put the shovels in the car because I got to drop them off at her house so that she can shovel. And she was, like, really, like, distressed. Like, she has a disabled mom. So, like, she really did need her car, like, in case something happened with her mom. And, like, she was, like, trying to, like, shovel out her car. And, like, at this point, the snow was heavy and frozen.
Yeah.
And, Martini was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he hears me. Like, Martini was kind of just going off at her about him. Like, not, like, on her, like, to say, you're an asshole for, like, whatever. But he's like, yo, he's no man. Like, it doesn't matter which way you cut it. Like, you're in her house. It snowed. Clean the fucking car. Like, she could have helped him. Like, we could do it together. But...
And she also had a bad back as well. And he was laying up in the house, and the walls were thin in her apartment complex. So I was mad because I didn't necessarily want to do it, but I was like, but it has to get done, you know? So, and everybody was telling me, don't do it, dude. It's not your responsibility, whatever. It's the dude's responsibility. Okay, I know that. We've established that. But that doesn't mean that the car will magically get out all by itself. So I got my shovel and she got her shovel and we started shoveling. And I was like, and I was irate, not necessarily because I was doing it. It was like, whatever. Cause I even told Jennifer, even like an hour before it was going to happen, I was like, watch me shovel her car out.
And I didn't really want you to do it either.
I know, but you were like, no, that's not going to happen. I was like, watch it happen. Watch. I know this is how it's going to play out. An hour later, yeah, I'm shoveling her car out and I'm yelling outwardly, and the friend is like, no, please don't say anything, like the walls are thin, he can hear. I was like, I don't give a fuck if he hears. It's like that's good if he hears. He's a fucking punk. You know what I'm saying? And I was so irate, and yeah, Jennifer has never seen me like that ever. And
I was like, yo, something bad's going on.
But the thing was, it took like a half an hour. Like that. Really? That's all it took. It took a half an hour, and she was out. And then I was like, all right, cool. So I put the freaking shovel in the car, and then we came back to Jennifer's house, and then like that was it. And then like the friend texted us and saying that like he was like mad, right, or whatever, that like somebody else did his job or something like that. Right. I'm like, okay, so bring your ass out and freaking do the job. And I was like, and then the funny thing is, I think she wanted to like all of us like go out to like dinner that night or something like that. And I was like, do not bring this person in front of me. You know, like don't do that. You know, I'm not gonna say like,
you have to know you're a douchebag if somebody else is like doing things for your lady.
Yeah, I was like, yo, don't bring that dude in front of me.
But that's the thing, that it like being chivalrous is good for you, and it's good for your relationship, because I feel like they say, like, I don't know if it's a song or whatever, like, all the things your man won't do.
Yes.
Joe? Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Somebody else will. End of the day, and whether she expects it, whether she likes it, once you start getting like a taste of that, you're like, hold up, it doesn't have to be like this.
Right.
Oh, you're not looking so good anymore.
And they are not together.
Well, no, I mean, for many reasons, but
Well, yeah, for many reasons, but some of it because of that, just like he was not pulling his weight.
right.
So-
Right. But and I think that's like, even if you think that it's like not working, or like that she's not appreciative of it, like, give it time. Like, I am appreciative of it. I just don't always know if I'm like acting the right way about it. Like, I'm like, oh, is it thank you, but like, I feel weird like being so like
Yo, just
gracious.
say thank you. That's it.
She's like, just that's like the title of this
Just say thank
episode.
you.
Just say
It's
thank you.
Like, we're not asking for much. It's like, yo, thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have to do a song and dance.
I just think, but do you think guys should be as equally as thankful?
Who? The guy?
Guys, yeah.
For what?
Yeah, I don't. What do you
Yeah.
I don't know,
What'd you
like
do?
like what? Excuse me.
What'd you do?
Cooked, drove. I don't know, whatever it is that
Mm.
the girl did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when does the thank you stop?
You mean when you stop saying thank you? Why stop saying
Like,
thank you?
I'm not like, so okay. So we're in a relationship. We live
Mhm.
together. I cooked you dinner tonight. Do you say thank you
Yeah, thanks, babe. That was all right.
every single night?
Yo, I don't understand. What's so hard?
I'm not saying it's hard. I'm playing devil's advocate.
No, but
I'm
but
just
these are
saying,
small
like-
things. Thanks, babe. Thanks for dinner. Like, it was that simple. Like, yeah, I think that's those small gestures go a long way.
I think so too. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
and that shit is free. And then, you know what I'm saying, unless your partner know that they appreciate it, and that's another form of saying I love you,
Right.
as opposed.
But
to
I think I know what you're saying, because like, yeah, like after like 6 years with the person, like, you're still saying thank you. It's like, I got it, like, or like you should know. I understand what
no,
you're
but that's
saying.
the same thing. Like the whole expecting thing. Like,
Yeah.
so
Right.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, God, sorry.
no, because like I mean, granted, yeah, we're married, and you should cook for me, but I shouldn't expect you to cook for me, which is kind of foul being we're married. But you did, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, why not say thank you? And it takes all the 2 seconds, if that.
Right.
So yeah, I think it helps more than hinders to say thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
thank you. I'd rather, especially for me. I know one of my things is for being in a relationship. I like to be I like to be acknowledged and appreciated. So that goes far.
You do, brothers.
Yeah, I mean,
That's your thing.
Don't
you don't have to buy
pin
me.
us together.
You don't have I mean, because time and effort and just being appreciated. I think that's huge with me.
He knows his love language. What is it?
I forgot. We was
Quality
talking-
time.
It was a quality time. Yeah.
High five.
Well, that's yours too.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the first one I heard about that shit. I was more into body language,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a failure at that also. So
You're a failure at body language. What?
reading it.
Oh, I suck at it. I don't know.
Yeah, like I mean, the simple tones, like the touching and all that stuff. I pick up on those, but some the crossing your legs and how she's sitting, and I don't get all that. But the love language thing, it was pretty much on point. It was pretty much on point, yeah. But I guess I have to read it again how she know what it is. But it was on point though. But like, yeah, I like to be appreciated.
I think everybody does. I think that's definitely.
Nah, her love language was she likes gifts or something.
Receiving
I don't
gifts.
Receiving
get
gifts,
that.
yeah.
I don't understand that.
But we would probably have to read the thing.
I don't get it. I mean, good for her. Maybe she gets lots of gifts. But maybe it's like doing nice things thing, like we talked about before. Like her favorite color is orange or green, and you bought her like.
Oh yeah,
Something
in that
of that
vein,
sort.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably it's probably like that, yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about another language.
I don't know any other languages.
Well, acts of service. That's another one. Like
Sounds
doing
like you want
doing like
blowjobs. That's what that sounds like.
no, but like doing the cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. Like they like doing that, but that's like a Caribbean thing, too.
Yeah, man. And that's
That's a
I
big
guess
thing.
another topic, but yeah, it's tough because
That should be a podcast.
my mother, man, like
What?
it's with Haitian women, like the man is king, like from birth. Like when she found out, like you have a son, you know, they go crazy about.
So
their
if you
son.
date somebody outside of your race or your culture, let's go with culture.
Mm-hmm.
You date someone outside of your culture, and that is not their cultural values. How does that like weather in a relationship? Are you still expecting that? Like, do you be like, here's the manual for dating a Haitian man? Read it, learn it,
tough,
love it.
yo. But you gotta understand, like I'm Haitian, but I guess for me, you got the best of both worlds. I'm Haitian, but I got a lot of Western values. But yo, I would really, I think any man like would love it. But how would we weather the storm if she didn't? That'd be tough, man.
Yo, I used to cook dinner for my ex, and he was like, I don't want to eat.
Yo, if anything, your man is gonna be hungry.
Yeah, but he didn't want to eat like when I wanted to eat. Like I wanted to eat dinner. He got home at 7. I was starving by 7. I was like, I want
plate out for him. That's what my mother did.
I know, but that the quality time. That's because that's my love language. I wanted to eat with him. I wanted to talk to him about his day. I wanted to tell him about my day.
It's in the Cosby's, man.
It's my love language. I did something for you. Now I need you to do something for me.
Yeah, but if you guys come home at separate times, you have to.
I worked from home. That was the problem. I was sitting at 5 o'clock, and then I was like, "When's he gonna get here? I'm so excited." And then he got home all miserable and shit. And I was like, "Hey, babe," and he was like, "What's up?" I was like, "That's not happiness to see me."
Yeah. But I know it's different time. But yeah, man, like, yeah, I don't know, Caribbean women, man, they're a tough act to follow. I think. Yeah, cause my mother, I'd come home from work, school, whatever, and it'd be a plate of food.
Right.
Just covered rice here and protein there. Like it was just. So I know I'll never get that again because feminist movement.
Right.
But,
well, unless you get yourself a real Caribbean woman.
Unless I go back home and bring one back here, but I'm not doing that either.
What? Apparently, you have to go overseas for good women these days. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were not alive and well in New Jersey or New York. So I don't know. So is it dead? I don't think so. I think you just gotta look for it in the right people.
I don't think it's dead at all.
Nah, I mean.
Do you think the millennials know anything about it?
What's their example?
We need to be their example.
They're not listening to us. they're in their own world, so social media wise, and the stuff that they watch, and the stuff that they watch is not teaching them anything.
Does Dragon Ball Z have any chivalrous acts? Because I sat at a diner with millennials the other night, and that's all they talked about, that and Sailor Moon. But Sailor Moon had 2 boos.
Those are two
two
good shows.
I've never saw either one.
Neither have I. We in a different world.
It's gonna have to be. Well, yeah, it's gonna have to be us. But then again, no, because, well, 2 things, 2 directions. One, the millennials, they're in the hookup culture. So
right.
they don't need to learn it.
Netflix and chill.
Like for what? You know,
yeah, that's true.
Like they don't need to learn it. But there are some millennials that I've seen that are like, like, dude, I'm not just gonna like sleep with you, whatever. You have to not work for it, but you have to put more effort into it. So there are some out there, but the majority is like, like the hookup culture, and some people are just fine with it because that's what it is. It's not. They don't know that there's been a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? Like that's their world. So
right.
It's like, what do you mean? Like, there's another way to do this? So, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. That hookup culture is huge now. It's like
swipe left,
send a couple of DMs, DMs or whatever. Like a couple of pictures, and you got shorty bent over.
Yeah, it was like there's no, and but what I'm saying is
it goes straight from DMs to the bed. There's like no in between.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the girl's obliged to, and I'm not saying that that's wrong, but it's like that's what it is. So it's like, why be chivalrous? Like,
yeah, and I always say that because women are like, why do men act like this? I'm like, well, they act like that because it's worked for them once before.
Because we let them.
You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I was in down south. I was on a college tour. Or I was down south for some reason, whatever it was. And these guys were referring to women like, hey, B, what up? What up, bitch? And females will respond. You know what I'm saying? And then you always got to think, well, it worked once before, so they're gonna go to it again.
Right.
So I mean, so it is. But the hookup culture, yeah. But I mean, it goes back to hookup culture. Hookup, you don't have to do much. Like a picture, say a couple of things, hit it, and go there. What is it? Slide in their DM, and
it go down in the DM,
and then you're knocking boots. Knocking boots. I was old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't think it's dead
It's
now.
a sad situation.
I
But,
don't think it's that neither.
For the fellas that do it, I applaud you. For the fellas who don't do it, I say try it and see how far you get. So.
And I guess the girls too. See what's up. You know. See. I don't know. Plan some things or whatever. What? I'm sorry.
I don't think ladies should be opening.
No,
not
like that.
Pulling out chairs.
No.
But say thank you.
Not
Definitely,
like
that was the lesson of the day. Say thank you.
Be appreciative, and I don't know, do some things. You know,
Should I curtsy after I say thank you?
take out your wallet or something.
Should I curtsy, like bow? That'd be cute though, right?
Nah, you too much.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
You can have all the sheep in my kingdom.
Yeah.
That's how that goes, right?
Yeah, that's how it used to go down. So are at the meme of the day, or?
Yeah. So I found a meme, and it's I don't know, some old dude holding like a lady, and it says, "You should never underestimate the sexiness of opening a door for a lady."
Okay.
Because women do find that stuff pretty hot.
Right.
I don't know, because some guys don't. They just plow right through.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to say you're welcome to some ladies. They'll just walk through. You're welcome. Like, hello. Like, I don't even know you. I open this door for you.
Oh, is it because they expected you to?
You know, I don't know. Like, you're welcome.
Hater.
It's not a hater, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just proving my point.
You didn't prove a point. Some people just nasty.
People that you were with, or people?
No, just like I open the door. I mean, there's a female, but there's a woman behind me.
Right.
I open the door, and she'll just walk through.
Oh yeah, I do that. I say you're welcome. I say you're welcome.
You walk through?
No, I say you're welcome if they don't say thank
Oh
you.
yeah, exactly. So I'm not. Yeah, so yeah, those are just nasty people.
Like, next time, I hope you're in the ass. So I don't know. I mean, I hope it's not dead.
I don't think it is.
Keep hope alive.
It's on a hiatus. It's coming back.
It's on a hiatus.
Yeah.
We should bring it back. We should maybe we should give lessons.
Martini can't teach a class.
No.
Martini's like, I'm only gonna pay for your dinner once, and then you're shit out of luck.
That's it. Just one time. You just one time?
Really? You just heard? you're going with what she said?
I'm asking. I'm asking.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm a gentleman.
You are a gentleman, Martini. I have to say.
That doesn't make him less of a gentleman. He doesn't pay though.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's enough.
But then he's gonna stop opening doors after months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then he'll
Car doors.
Car doors.
Mall door. Yo, it's all good. Yo, mall door. What other doors are there?
House doors. You open the house.
House doors. Why not? Yeah. You know, garage door. What's good?
Bedroom doors.
You know, I'm opening that bedroom door.
Anyways,
See?
I don't know. He's like, I'll meet you up there. Bye.
All right. Well, yeah, we're at the end of the show.
Good discussion.
Very good discussion.
I feel like I've learned one thing today. I have to say thank you more. I have to make sure I say thank you because I feel like I do, but I feel like I'm like, thank you. Like, because I feel like weird. I'm like,
Yo, like I said, just say thanks. You don't have to make it a big show. Just thank you.
I'm going to curtsy that one next time.
I'm going to curtsy. That's funny.
All right, guys. Thank you, Randy. Welcome back anytime, anytime.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the invite.
Guys, write in and tell us whether or not your man or significant other is chivalrous. And fellas, tell us if you think this is a dead practice or...
Yeah, we might... no, we'll probably put up a poll on Twitter.
Let's put up a poll.
We'll put up a poll on Twitter. You know,
and nobody answers, those bastards.
Pretty much. You know, is chivalry dead or not? Also, please, again, please rate and like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Rate and review on iTunes and all the other things. Yeah, we want to know feedback. All right, so we'll see you guys next time.